around the world, and something really exciting happened. I'm sure you've figured out by now that I'm South African, but something really exciting happened in Zimbabwe during COVID. What happened was the government of Zimbabwe decided they needed to educate the people of Zimbabwe about COVID. And because they didn't know all the rural areas, and they didn't know how to get to all the rural areas, and they didn't have connections in all the rural areas, they came to Bible League and said, you guys do most of your ministry in rural areas. Can you please take us into those areas so that we can find those people and we can educate them about COVID? And so Bible League Zimbabwe got an all expenses paid trip. The government paid for our workers to go out into the field. The government paid for the vehicles to take the Bibles into the field. The government paid for our accommodation for 1 month in the field. The government allowed us to be dropped off at different villages and then collected later on once we finished the Lord's work. The government paid for all of that.
Awesome, praise God.
How good is our God?
Yeah.
How good is our God? Now I want to tell you that in most years we reach about 25 to 28,000 people in a year in Zimbabwe. 25 to 28,000 in a year in Zimbabwe. During the first month in which we traveled with the health workers, we reached 280,000 people in 1 month.
Praise God, that's so good.
How good is our God? So I want to just thank you for what you guys are doing, because it's so awesome to come to a church that's actually active in Australia. I'm sad to say it, but there's not a lot happening in some of the churches in Australia. I get to go to a lot of them. But you guys are doing something really, really significant. You're reaching out into the community around you, and you are making an impact, and that's fantastic.